El-Rufai is claiming that this present government is stealing money. And he forget in his 8 years as a governor in Kaduna State, he stole more than enough. How El-Rufai easily forgets how he collected land from the citizens of Kaduna and other people that are not from Kaduna, and even the wife of General Hassan Castina, that he collected her land. And he shared this land to his friends and family. And we want El-Rufai to remember how he imprisoned some journalists because they use their page to say their own opinion about his government. Now let's talk about how many teachers he sacked and how many workers El-Rufai sacked when he was the governor of Kaduna. Not even civil servant. Let's talk about the traditional rulers, the village head that El-Rufai sacked. Which kind of a government that the governor will sack traditional rulers and village heads? So now I challenge Nigerians to tell me what development El-Rufai brought to Nigeria, right from Atiku's time that he was a secretary to now, to when he was a governor, when he was a minister. What is the development he brought? Not even to Nigeria in large, only in Kaduna, that warrant El-Rufai to even bring candidates or El-Rufai to even stand as a president in Nigeria.
I am so scared of all the Nigerian politicians as it stands now. But when I see this, our brother will be Mr. Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State. I tell you, I fear this man more than any other politician in Nigeria. In few months ago, if not last 2 months, El-Rufai, during the interview, El-Rufai complained that he's not happy how many governors in the north, how they are paying bandits, how they are settling bandits, how they are paying bandits for them to release the victim they kept in their custody. El-Rufai was bashing all the governors that are into this thing. He even said that he have evidence if they claim he is lying. But as we all know, everybody they go social media, they search some things wey happen far ago. Now I come across this write-up, this video or picture where I put for top here where you dey see. This was what El-Rufai statement he made in 2021. Because they forget say social media will always bring something where you claim say you don't drop far back ago. Social media will never forget. People will still keep it. One day they will open the nash of the file so that people will see how it did. In 2021, look at what El-Rufai write and said. Make I read them out. So you Nigerians go hear them very well. Make it not be like say I just put down for them. El-Rufai said, reason federal government not against bandits because they are doing business, not secession like Mazen Nandekano. This thing was said by Mr. Nasir El-Rufai according to the write-up information where we get here. It was said that El-Rufai made such statement. El-Rufai is trying to compare bandits who they buy Nigerians, who they unalive many Nigerians, who have buy thousands Nigerians, taking many in their custody and demand for ransom, posting the videos on TikTok, showing you the money they taking from many Nigerians. They took they will take and demand for ransom. Naim El-Rufai, they use compare Mazen Nandekano, a man who was never accused of what? Of having anything by human being, just that he saw the marginalization, the suffering, and what his people are passing through. That was the reason Mazen Nandekano called for what? For a referendum and let Nigerians give Igbos or Biafran the opportunity to decide if they can still be in Nigeria. He began El-Rufai, Mr. Nasir was comparing with bandits that have quite many Nigerians. Now, El-Rufai is complaining about why should governors, as he alleged, be paying bandits. El-Rufai now is coming out to tell Nigerians that the government of Ahmed Tinubu is the worst government ever in Nigeria. But El-Rufai was one of the person that was clapping for bandits. Now, bandits have taken over the whole Nigerians. El-Rufai is complaining. Nigerians, I am very, very careful with this man called El-Rufai. I don't hate him. He's a fellow human being. But being careful with person like this El-Rufai and many Nigerian politicians would be very good. If a man can compare a person who only call to stop the marginalization and give the Igbo the chance to or to talk or to vote if they can still be in Nigeria, is now bad more than a bandit where they buy thousands of Nigerians, they take money, demand ransom. That man should be watchful and be careful of who him be.
And El-Rufai, who came out in 2023 boldly and loudly in support of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, suddenly because there is no only branch to him, suddenly turning around. No, I don't do politics like that. And that kind of point of hate to be discouraged. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has one term remaining to do. If he wins the election, thank God for him. If he doesn't, he goes back. Look at the Jonathan, who is becoming, people are already pushing for a Jonathan coming back in 2027. It means that Tinubu has the right to do 8 years. Many people also said that Buhari was not going to leave after 8 years. See, it's not possible. It's not. This is not Francophone country. All of these elongation of tenure are Francophone dominant location. In our last report we released sometime around February on term limit and term elongation, particularly in West Africa, every of those West African countries with military regime, with tenure elongation, they are actually focused on the Francophone because of the structure and the dynamics of their politics and their administration and their governance system. But in Anglophone countries, Ghana, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, these are very different things. So El-Rufai should not eat up the politics. If you have issues with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, look at the issues that are not going on well and pick it. For instance, talk about the sufferings of Nigerian people. You can talk about the press freedom, if you have evidence. You can talk about arrest of individuals. You can use Shawere as an example. There are many examples to use. You can't compare a Tinubu and Paul Biya. There's no basis for comparison. I mean, I walk across Africa and I've been privileged to see part of the world. There's no comparison. There is no comparison. First is that Paul Biya became president as at the time when your radio station, your station was not even conceptualized. That Paul Biya became. Hello?
Yes, correctly.
Paul Biya became president. Okay, so in my postgraduate studies in New York, I had a friend who was my classmate, very young chap. She was 23 when she came for master's program. And she was telling me that Paul Biya became president before she was born. And now she can rule Cameroon. So there's no comparison. As at that time, Paul Biya was in power or came to power, even Bola Ahmed Tinubu had not even conceptualized becoming a senator. There's no comparison. Paul Biya election, there's no election in Cameroon. Even though you can argue that our election has challenges, yes, but in Cameroon there is no opposition. It's like in Rwanda. Someone like El-Rufai, I will imagine that
No be today we don't hear about El-Rufai and what he don't do to the people. Although El-Rufai is known to people as someone who be say he no need any good to happen, and in the use tribal bigot they play in own game. Now so just the although this guy will be see on the see for here. na another Cameroonian na him dey talk about am. No be say dis guy he dey live for here, he no dey stay for Nigeria with us, but he know everything about am. Although e get wetin one useless Hausa talk, one useless Hausa. You know say even as we get normal Hausa youth, e get some useless Hausa wey be say dem still dey. I go like make una hear wetin him talk. We go come back. Although wetin him talk about Tinubu, me wey dey talk, no be say okay I be Tinubu supporter or like Tinubu, but when it come to politics, the way northern people dey see themselves, we dey against am now. We don wise, so make una hear wetin him talk. We go come back on and talk the rest of this thing.
If at this moment, if at this time, you still think Tinubu is like other politicians in Nigeria or Africa, you need to visit a psychiatric hospital. Let them check your mental health. You are still sick. To compare Tinubu with any other politician in Nigeria or Africa, if you think Tinubu is in their level, then you need to visit a psychiatric hospital. You need. Do you know what it means to win an election despite the fact that your party chairman working against you? Do you know what it means? Do you know the ghost you must have to win an election despite the fact that your party national chairman didn't support you? You don't know. You don't know. Despite the fact that I am not a fan of Tinubu, but you can't take away that greatness from him. He's a genius. And I can bet you he will end up as the best politician in Africa. He will end up. Now let me shock you. Tinubu, prior to 2023 election, he contested in the primary election. Senator Abdullah Adamu, the party chairman of APC, worked against him so that he will not become the presidential candidate of the APC. He defeated him. Even at the presidential election, the party national chairman did not support him. Yet Tinubu find his way out and become the winner in the election. That is not even what pay me. Now let me shock you. Tinubu knows that 2023 presidential formula they used to win the election, that formula will no longer hold in 2027. Tinubu knows that the formula they used to win 2023 election, using that formula in 2027 election, it will not work. So Tinubu now introduce another formula. But you know that. But as a political analyst who started politics at the age of 7, let me break it down for you. Tinubu knows that he cannot get that numbers of votes in the northeast and in the northwest he got in the last election. What did he do now do? He began to start to penetrate the north central and the south. In the north central, Tinubu now appoints the national chairman of APC from the north central. He did not just appoint it from the north central. He now appointed from what? Christian-based state in the north central, which is Jos. Tinubu now knows that the religion in Jos influenced the vote of Jos. And secondly, it is PDP that is the governor of Jos. For him to get that 25% required numbers of vote in Jos, you have to appoint the national chairman from the Jos. So that by crook, by hook, that 25% of vote will come out. He didn't stop there. Tinubu now knows that he need to win election massively in the North Central. The rumors had that he's going to appoint the INEC chairman from North Central. Imagine you have APC national chairman from North Central. INEC chairman, which we know is in the pocket of the Agbadoria, which we know is in the pocket of the APC, is now also from the North Central. Bet me, North Central is gone. Then if you go to the South, Tinubu now knows that in the South they don't win election by vote. In the South you win election by crook. So what did he now do? You have to bring their oga pata of snatch and run, which is Nasir. He still bring Akpabio. Now look at the people, they are mounting pressure in the South. That South region has been captured. So automatically now Tinubu have Southwest. He has what? North Central in advance. He also has what? South. So remain southeast, which he did not even put more effort there, northwest and northeast. So it's a strategist. You understand? So if the coalition, if my party continue do what they are doing now, we should go back and come back in 2039. That is all.
Man Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai ya inganta jam'iyyar APC. Man Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai fa a tsohon gwamnan jihar Kaduna wanda yanzu jigo ne ko jagora ne a tafiyar coalition wanda suka zaɓi jam'iyyar ADC. Idan ban manta ba watanni da suka gabata an yi da Man Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai a Rice TV inda yake tabbatar da cewa jam'iyyar ta karkace daga turban da aka kirkire ta a wancan lokaci wato jam'iyyar APC kenan. Inda yace ya bi tsofaffin shugabannin a jam'iyyar APC ya tambaye shi me ke faruwa ne da jam'iyyar su wanda dukkan suka ce ba san abin da ke faruwa har ya danganta haka da cikin cewa taron da ya kamata jam'iyyar na yi wato wanda ake ce ma next meeting kenan wato National Executive Committee meeting ya ce an yi shekara biyu ba a yi shi a wancan lokacin sannan wannan taron shi ke taimakawa ganin cewa an fahimci me matsalar ita jam'iyya sannan kuma da hanyoyin da za a bi domin a ci zaɓe a zaɓen da ke tafiya gaba. Bayan wannan taro da aka yi da wannan hira da aka yi da Man Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai ba a yi wata ɗaya ko biyu ba sai muka ji ita jam'iyyar APC ta yi wannan taro wanda a wancan lokacin shi Man Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai ya jingina laifin ga shugaba mai ci wato gwamnatin Bola Ahmed Tinubu kenan. Bayan wata ɗaya ba ko wata biyu sai gashi ita wannan jam'iyya ta yi wannan taro na meeting har daga bisani muka ji shi shugaban jam'iyya wato tsohon gwamnan jihar Kano wato Alhaji Abdullahi Umar Ganduje ya ajiye aikinsa daga bisani kuma sai gashi jiya Alhamis ita wannan kungiya ita wannan jam'iyya gafarce ni ta yi wannan taron neck meeting ɗinta inda a wannan ta tabbatar da sabon shi shugabanta wato Professor Natanwayo kenan sannan kuma aka ji a wannan taro shi shugaban kasa yana gode ma membobin shi da kuma yan jam'iyyar shi inda ya ce suna ba shi haɗin kai kuma suna aikin da ya kamata sannan kuma ya jawo hankalin gwamnonin kasa gaba ɗaya ya ce ya kamata su dage su abin da ya kamata ganin cewa talakan Najeriya na kuka kuma shi a matsayin shi shugaban kasa ya masa duk abin da ya dace. Wannan taro da aka yi su yan jami'ar rafi sun samu tattaunawa da kuma gano matsalolinsu da kuma har shi shugaban kasa yana cewa akwai taron da za su yi zuwa Disamba wanda za su ba dama sauran jam'iyyu saman gwamnoni da sauran membobi su kara samun daman shigowa jam'iyyarsu inda ya kira jam'iyyar APC da jam'iyyar PDP da jam'iyya wanda take nitsewa ita kuma su kuma kungiyar coalition ya kira su da rudaddu. Wannan dai dama ne wanda suka samu wanda da ba a yin shi amma saboda korafi da shi Man Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai yayi aka samu wannan dama aka zo aka cigaba da yin wannan taro wanda dama kuma a ce ana yin shi shekara wanda a wancan lokaci ba a yi ba. Wannan ya tabbatar da shi inganci ko kuma shi capacity na Man Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai a siyasar Najeriya a wannan kuma da wanda ne zamu iya cewa lalle shi Man Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai ya inganta jam'iyyar APC.
Those of now we here within all these guys don't see this one should show you that get some northern YouTube is okay. They like me good thing they happen to their own people, even to their own self, because they don't know within their I don't face. All this why we see they try to support their people. We see their people normally for their hand. So even as this guy we say now this is for here they use his own language they talk. If they talk and they way some of his own people go understand because every a person we see they jump from one party to another na him be. If in dey this party we say this party no benefit them, we jump from them. In they try drive people attention, make they follow and the kind of person we see it be na be that. Although in plan for this time e no go fit work because even people wey dey abroad, people wey dey another country, they don dey against am, mean say they don dey against am, and in plan wey be say okay in the plan no go fit work towards anybody na so e just be. And for you wey be say okay dey hear everything now, I know say you go get wetin you wan talk about this. If you get anything like that, make you drop your own say, make everybody talk. And if na today be your own first time, make you like, share, subscribe. Thank you.